Hello, everybody, and welcome to our show today. I cannot tell you how sorry I am that we are getting started so late here. We had technical issues, and what ultimately happened is we use a program called Webinar Jam, which integrates directly with Google, and Google made some changes apparently yesterday, which threw off my webinar. I have been trying for like 30 minutes to start the webinar and been unable to. So I really appreciate you diligently hanging around to be with us here today, and I will make up time as we go. So again, my apology. I completely value your time. I know how important it is, and I'm really, really sorry. I usually do nothing to waste your time, but this was a technical glitch. It literally took me about a half hour to fix, but I am here today to talk about exactly how you can make money and build wealth with business credit and financing. And I'm glad you could join us. And I appreciate you hanging around as we got such a late start. But I promise you, I will make it well worth it. So let's go ahead and dive in. So the question becomes today, are you looking to find a new way to make money, another way to build wealth, especially with business credit and financing? I was actually at a conference a week ago where it's called the Wealth Creek Conference, where it was really talking about being a broker, of not doing all the work from scratch and building a business and everything it's involved, and being able to take advantage of those resources. And that's something that really meant a lot to me and actually prompted me to want to do this webinar with you today. So, are you looking to make more money for your business? Are you looking to build wealth? Well, you made the right decision by attending today, because that's all we're going to talk about. Today, all we are going to dive into is exactly how you can make money with business credit financing in a turnkey way. Now, this webinar applies to you whether you're looking for money and credit for your business, you're looking to get money and credit to actually start a new business, or thinking of adding another income stream to your already existing business, or even if you're just looking for a brand new business. So whether or not you're looking to add a new product line to your existing business, or you're looking to start a new business, or maybe you're just looking to get money and credit for your existing business or to start a business, well, all of this is going to definitely apply for you today. So my name, before we jump farther in, is Ty Crandall. And actually what I do is I'm the CEO here at Credit Suite. And at Credit Suite, we do a few different things to give you a little bit of a background of who I am and what we do. We, first of all, are very well known in this space to help people build business credit. We're also very well known in this space for having a turnkey way where people can offer and obtain business financing. And we have a very unique way for you to make money offering business credit financing that's really one of its kind. We kind of created our own niche in helping people get into the business of offering business credit and financing. Now, a little bit about me. I've got about 17 years now of financial experience. Most of my professional career I've spent in finance after I got out of the military. I've built and sold one of the largest consumer credit companies in the southeastern United States. I'm probably one of the only people you'll talk to who's built a consumer credit company and sold it. So I have a lot of experience in this space. And I speak about business credit worldwide. As a matter of fact, I'll be down in Tampa Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday speaking about business credit. I was in Atlanta, I think a week ago. I was in Arizona a few weeks ago. So I literally go all over the place and speak about business credit. I'm really looked to that as an authority in the space. I've also got two of the best-selling books that are out there on credit. One is called Perfect Credit, which has to do with consumer and business credit. The other one's called Business Credit Decoded, which literally is exactly what it describes. It decodes the entire business credit building process. And you'll probably see me somewhere, right? I'm on TV all over the place. I'm on radio shows. I've been featured on Entrepreneur. I've been featured in Inc. magazine, and been featured in a lot of those different kind of publications, as well as radio show, podcast. If you search my name, you'll probably see a ton of places where I've actually been listed and referenced for business credit. And I also oversee the largest business credit partner division in the United States. So what we do is, again, we oversee hundreds of different partners and help them with all aspects of offering business credit and financing in a turnkey way. And again, we kind of created this niche, so we're by far the biggest because we're the ones that actually created it. So again, if you have any interest in offering business credit financing, this is some of why I can provide value to you. And if you know me, You know, I'm a pretty humble guy. I'm a really humble guy. I don't like to talk about myself at all. I just put this out there because I want you to know that I have the knowledge and experience behind me to be able to help you find what you're looking for in this space. So what we're going to cover today, we're going to talk about exactly how you can get business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social. Whether you're a startup, whether you have bad personal credit, we're going to talk about how you can get that done. We're going to talk about how you can get business loans, even as a startup, or if you have credit challenges, or you don't have collateral, the things that most banks are looking for, how you can obtain these for yourself and for your customers. We're also going to talk about how you can access your own business credit coach that will help you with all aspects of building business credit. This is something that we've discovered through the years. You know, we've tried a lot of different business credit building systems. And what we found is that do-it-yourself doesn't really work. The best way to actually get results is to work hand in hand with a coach that knows this process very well, that can hold your hand and walk you through the process. I'm going to talk to you about how you can get that coach not only for yourself, but for your customers as well. And we're also going to talk about how you can have your own finance officer for 5 years whenever you need money. And this is something that really baffles me today currently about the space. If you don't know exactly the kind of business loan you're looking for, you're not going to find it, because no one source beyond what we're doing offers all business loans in one place. So our vision has been, look, if you need money, you shouldn't have to figure it out, scratch your head, go looking everywhere online. You should be able to pick up the phone, call somebody that knows all the legitimate types of financing that's out there, and that person should go to work and help you not only find the most amount of money, but negotiate the terms and get you the most amount of money you can qualify for at the best terms. And today we're going to dive in and talk about how exactly you can get your hands on that for your business as well as for your customers. Now, we're also going to talk about how you can offer a turnkey business credit finance solution for your customers without creating it from scratch and having to service the customers yourself. What I'm going to show you today is well over 7 figures. If you were wanting to start from scratch and put the money in to develop something like we've had, that's about how deep we are in it now. It's 7 figures worth of investment. It's a lot. And what's nice about that is you don't need to invest money in anything that I'm really talking to you about today to start building your own business from scratch, because I'm going to show you a turnkey way where you can get your hands on everything you need to actually offer business credit and financing as a service. We're also going to talk about how you and your customers can receive the most elaborate business coaching that's available today. And this is really our specialty. The reason that, you know, there's not a lot of business credit building companies out there. But of the handful that are, if you look, they all have negative business Better Business Bureau complaints. They all have rip-off report complaints from clients. We don't have any of that, because what we found is that coaching is what makes it successful. Working hand in hand with a coach that knows what they're doing when you need help is what makes it successful. As a matter of fact, that was kind of the issue I had with actually starting this webinar late today, is I didn't have somebody at the webinar company I could just call and get help. I had to go through a process of submitting a form online and waiting to hear back from people. And we just don't believe that's how things should be done. If you need help, somebody's there to help you. You should have somebody that reaches out to you and calls to make sure you're doing what you should be doing and helps you through the process. Today, we're going to talk about how you can get exactly that. We're also going to talk about how you can earn thousands of dollars with each business credit sale and earn thousands of dollars more in back-end commissions. Money on the front end of the sale, money on the back end of the sale. And that's one of the things that a lot of our clients come to us about, because they like being able to offer something of a lot of value and also being able to make a lot of money in return. Now, of course, I put an earnings disclaimer right here on the slide on the bottom, because look, what you make actually in our world is determined based on you. I'm going to show you a way where you determine your own price point. I'm just telling you on average that our average partner makes about $2,000 on a front-end business credit sale, and I'll dissect that for you a little later. But we've got an earnings disclaimer that we always put up whenever we actually get in and start talking about revenue potential. Okay, so all while helping your customers secure life-changing amounts of credit and money for their business at the best terms available. And this is why we're here. For those of you that know me, I'm just really, really passionate about helping business owners succeed. That is my passion. That is what I love to do. Nothing is better than hearing all kinds of cool feedback from helping people. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at my phone right now. I just got this text on Friday, and it says, "Ty Crandall, you're the bomb. We are up to 68K in funding and counting, 3 exclamation marks." And we were just kind of going back, and I said, boom, that's awesome. So glad to hear this. We're just getting started. Love it. And we kind of went on and on. And this is what's awesome about my life and our partners' lives, is these are the kind of texts that we receive. These are the kind of emails we receive. We get the joy of helping people obtain money for their business, watching them use that to fuel a business, grow their business. And not only does it pay very well for you, but you get the benefit of seeing other people get the money they need that they've been neglected and actually use that money to be able to grow, which is pretty cool. We're also going to talk about exactly how you can get access to a system to get everything you need to offer business credit and financing as an actual service. And again, this is the coolest thing that I've ever seen, because this is the time-consuming stuff when you start a business. And, I've started a lot of small businesses, and I've owned some big businesses and even sold businesses. And I can tell you that it's all about the content that takes you the most time. It's putting together the articles, the press releases, and the email content, the marketing flyers, and the webinars, and all these type of things. This PowerPoint presentation that you'll see today takes hours to do. So to have all these kind of resources available for you the minute your feet hit the ground and ready to go out there and have the ability to go out and sell business credit financing with all those things done is immensely valuable. Because what happens if you don't is you'll spend easily 2 to 6 months developing the content you need to even get your boots on the ground to start making sales. Today, I'm going to show you how you can get all those things without having to actually put the time and work into doing it. We're also going to talk about how you can easily get good business credit scores in 60 days or less, and then immediately start using those to get real usable credit without a personal guarantee, without a personal credit check, whether it be Target, Walmart, and Staples, and Home Depot, and Lowe's, all the way to fleet credit, even cash credit, of which nowadays is hard to come by. Some of it still requires a personal guarantee, some doesn't. Some still want you to have a personal credit check, some doesn't. But even with cash credit, when you have a well-established business credit profile and score, your chances of getting very high limit accounts are very good, as we'll actually dive into. I'm going to show you real results here in just a minute. We're also going to talk about how your customers can get funding quickly, even if they don't buy anything from you first, which is pretty cool. It's one of the things I love. When somebody can come to you and can get money and then use that money to grow their business, even use the money to buy the business credit system for you, that's pretty empowering, pretty cool, because you don't need to sell them anything first. You can help them get the money that they need to buy your other products and services, which is a reason so many people offer business credit financing, to help their customers get money to buy their primary product and service, and how you can help them get money they need to buy, again, your product and services with no upfront money. But look, let's address the elephant in the room. I mean, a lot of people fail trying to get money and credit to grow their business. Most people go to their bank when they need money, but less than 2% of all business loans actually come from big banks. So a lot of the people don't know where to go to get money, and this is why so many people fail. If you look at SBA statistics, there's 2 reasons that are the primary drivers of business failures. One is the fact that they don't have access to capital, and 2 is that the owners or managers don't have the necessary experience. To me, the 2 are exactly the same thing. If we look at a company like Twitter that's losing money, they have enough cash on hand as a public company to lose money for 412 years and still not be broke. Well, we don't have that luxury, right? In our world, if you make even small misjudgments, miscalculations, it can put you under if you don't have access to capital. So if you have access to capital per SBA and every other source on this, that really is what will help make you successful. And that's exactly why it's so important and why most people fail when they don't have access. A lot of people don't know that EIN credit can be built regardless of personal credit quality, and that money is available based on strengths. And this is something I see a lot of. It's funny because we run a lot of Facebook ads, and I have a lot of comments of naysayers that say, this is impossible, this doesn't work for me, because they just don't know the process. And so many people fail trying to build business credit because they don't properly understand the process. So many people fail trying to get business loans because they don't know what it takes to actually get approved. And a lot of people struggle to create a business from scratch and pay the exorbitant cost it takes to actually put together a business. And this is one of the biggest miscalculations we see from entrepreneurs. People want to start a business, and then we talk to them and we say, how much money do you have set aside to start a business? And they say, no money, $100, $200, $600. A lot of people don't know the massive cost of building your own business from scratch, of which I'm going to show you a way today where you could be in the business of offering business credit financing without having that exorbitant cost of sometimes $10,000 plus to put together everything it's needed. And a lot of people fail trying to build a business because they just don't have the experience. They don't have the training. They don't have the people behind them. They're trying to learn by trial and error instead of having a team around them that helps them succeed. And this is why so many multi-level marketing things are successful, because they have teams around them that help them succeed, and why so many businesses fail because they don't have teams around them to help them succeed. Now, of course, what we provide is not an MLM or anywhere sort of that, but what I am saying is that it's important for you to have a team around you versus learning by fire. If you don't do this, then this is some of the biggest reasons that we see people fail. But look, I don't want to waste your time, so let me tell you if this may be for you or may not be for you. Look, if you're looking for a hangout, if you're just looking for people to hand you money and you're not wanting to you don't actually know or recognize that running a business requires work, time, energy, and effort, probably not the right place, because I'm not going to give you super shortcuts where you could just sit on your couch and money falls from the sky, right? So if you're looking for money to fall from the sky, if you're looking to go to your mailbox and just see checks coming out of there without doing work, this isn't the place for you. I'm going to show you the easiest and fastest way to start making money, especially with business credit financing, but I don't want to ever tell you that it doesn't involve work, because running a business absolutely does. If you have any intention of doing anything unethical or legal, this is not the place for you. Look, business credit can be dangerous because we're teaching you how to get credit for an EIN that's not linked to your social. Which means if you default, you're not personally liable. So if you want to do anything unethical, like create a bunch of corporations, get a bunch of credit, and then default on it just so you have a bunch of money you don't have to pay back, those type of schemes don't work here. That's not how we operate. Not the place for you to be if that's kind of what your focus is, and you truly don't enjoy helping others succeed, or you're not passionate about helping your own business success, not the place for you. Because what you're going to learn today is how you can be successful, having a passion in helping other people. And if you're passionate about growing your own business, of having real success, of what that means for you and your family, if you're passionate about helping other people, this is the place for you. But if you're not passionate about either of those, probably not the best webinar for you to attend. But if you are looking for the best way to get money and credit for your business, and want access to the most amount of money, then you're definitely in the right place. If you're looking to start a profitable business or looking to add an income stream to your existing business and build wealth, you're definitely in the right place. If you like the idea of selling something of really high value that's in high demand, that people were willing to pay a lot of money for, and in return you can earn really good commissions, definitely the place for you. If you like to help people and like the concept of helping business owners grow and prosper, definitely the place for you. And if you like the idea of selling something and not having to do all the back end work, all the servicing, where you want to be in a business like offering business credit, but you don't want to have to know everything that's involved about business credit to do so, then definitely the place for you. So to tell you a little bit about what brought me here and why I think I can help is that I can tell you that, I have been on the low end and the high end of this. So if you don't think that you could get credit or money to build a highly profitable business, I know how you feel. Okay, I built my businesses using my own money in the past. The first business I started was a mortgage business. And what happened to me and what brought me here is that I personally guaranteed everything. The business was fantastic. Nothing could go wrong. And then the industry crashed all around me. And it pushed me almost to the point of personal bankruptcy. And I mean almost by saying I paid the bankruptcy attorney the thousands of dollars I didn't even really have to spend. And at the last minute, did all the paperwork, backed out, and couldn't do it. Ended up losing cars, losing the home that my wife and I had built to raise our kids. We lost pretty much everything materialistic and all of our credit and everything on the personal side, as well as our business, because we personally guaranteed everything because we didn't know better. Years down the road, I would start a consumer credit company. I would fight my way back. I would discover what business credit was, and I would decide that I wanted to be an advocate. I wanted to help other people build business credit so they would never in their lives go through what I went through in my life. Okay, and I can tell you it was the lowest part in my personal life. I can tell you I remember standing in the family room of our home with the moving truck started outside, and my wife and I hugging and her asking, why is this happening to me? And it's the worst feeling I've ever had in my life when you are responsible for the health and financial security of your family and you can't provide that. It's a very disheartening thing. So once I realized there was another way around that and that I never had to personally guarantee these things and that business credit did exist, then I wanted to make sure that people like you know that it exists, know there's another option, and then have something to do about it. And when I started talking to other people, I discovered that there was a lot of other people that had a similar interest in spreading this kind of mission. So I struggled to create businesses, and the credit business didn't really solve a big problem, was the issue that I had. The consumer credit business I had was very tough to grow because it didn't really solve a big problem. Then I got into business credit and started talking to people about business credit, and it went ballistic crazy. All of a sudden, I had thousands of people following on social media. We had hundreds of clients. We were instantly profitable. And I learned the difference between starting a business and offering and selling something and actually changing lives and really solving a big problem and providing something that has a lot of value. And something that solves a big problem and provides a lot of value is what makes it successful versus all of these things that you may have tried in the past where you had to struggle. This is something that's so well received that it really changed my life and hundreds of our partners' lives as a result, going through exactly the same thing. So if you think you're going to struggle to start a business, if you already struggle to start a business, I've been there. I understand what that's like. I did the same thing. First business failed. Second business was a long struggle to really get it to a point where it was successful. Then got into what we're talking about today, where you have an opportunity to do exactly what I did, and it took off like wildfire because it solved a big problem. And that's what we'll be talking about. So again, how it changed for me is I was introduced to exactly the same solution I'm going to introduce to you today, and I immediately started offering it, immediately started making money. And it was crazy for me because I went from doing about $100 a month in the consumer credit world per customer to the very first customer that bought business credit for me spent well over $2,000. And I'll never, ever, ever forget that day. Driving home, banging on my center console. I was so happy. I still have the picture of the $100 bills laid out in cash on my actual console because it was life-changing to me to start making that much money per individual sale from exactly doing a little bit of money per month. So we're going to dive into all that today. So why would you want money and credit for your business? Well, you know, most businesses fail. We know 1 out of 5 businesses fail within the first 5 years. 50% fail within 15, 75% fail within 15 years. And within 5 years, 50% actually fail. So 1 out of 5 fail within the first, I don't know, actually, I think it's actually the first 5 years, and then 75% within the first 15 years. And again, as we talked about per SBA, the 2 most significant reasons for failure have to do with management issues and insufficient capital. With money, the bottom line is you can make more mistakes. You can fund your business instead of using your personal funds and profits to do so, which is tough, especially if you have consumer credit issues. So business credit has no effect on your personal credit, which is one of the big benefits of business credit, which means you could use it. It doesn't report on your personal credit. You can max out your business credit cards and your personal credit scores won't be lower. So it's a really, really, really big deal. And your personal credit quality doesn't matter. You can get business credit regardless of your personal credit quality. You don't need to supply a personal guarantee. That's what happened to me in my life. I personally guaranteed a lot of things in my business, not ever thinking my business would fail, not knowing there was another way. And then when my business went under, they came and took everything from me personally. I'll remember when one of the banks came and wiped out my bank account. They took every dime I had in my bank account. They waited till I had the most money and they took it. But that money wasn't there to be taken, right? I'd written checks and I had all kinds of outstanding things against the money that was in the account. And when they took that money, then all my checks bounced. It was a nightmare for me in my life because of this personally guaranteed. Well, you don't have to do that with business credit. If you default on business credit, you're not personally liable, so they can't come after your personal assets. You know, you can build business credit really fast. When we survey new clients coming in, everyone almost says that what they're looking to do is obtain money quickly. But here's the problem. The problem is that if you don't have cash flow and you don't have credit, you don't have collateral, like a lot of these conventional and alternative lenders want, well, then you can't get money really fast unless you build business credit. Business credit's a way where you can start getting high limit accounts very, very, very quickly. And if you follow me at all on places like Periscope and Facebook Live, you'll see we do this in real time where we pull up business credit reports for people that are on our scopes and on our Facebook, and we even show exactly how they did it, where they'll actually see them going from very low scores at $100 to $400 limit accounts to a couple months later getting $4,000 to $10,000 credit cards because they then have an established business credit profile and score. So it's very fast. It's the fastest way you can get money if you don't have the things that make you lendable at a bank. You can get approved for money at the absolute best terms. Your quality of business credit will determine whether you get approved for loans, the terms you pay, and the amount that you actually pay on those loans. It's very, very, very important. Okay, so you got to get approved for money at the best terms, and the only way you can do that is if you have well-established business credit. No collateral, no cash flow, or good credit is needed. Business credit is the only way you can get money if this is your world. If you live in a world where you don't have any kind of collateral like inventory and 401k and stocks and equipment, you live in a world where your business is just getting started or you have less than $10,000 a month in cash flow, and if you do not have personal credit, if you don't have one of these things, no alternative lender or lender is going to give you a loan. You have to have one of the three or all three to get approved at a bank or an alternative lender. If you don't have these, then you're not going to be able to just go out to these alternative banks and lenders and banks and get loans. But with business credit, you can still get money to be able to start and grow your business, even if you have none of those. It's the only way you can get money if you don't have one of those three. So you can also get access to high limit revolving credit cards. How high? It's very common to get $5,000 to $10,000 limit credit cards within 60 days with business credit. And the reason it's possible is because you go from having no credit to getting initial credit that reports to the business credit reporting agencies. That gives you trade lines. Your business credit score is based on only how you pay. So as long as you got credit and pay it as agreed, you instantly have a good score, and then you start getting approved based on your good score for $5,000 and $10,000 limit accounts very, very quickly, which is some of the reasons that people love business credit the way they do. It increases the value of your business. Okay, look, the bottom line is if you have two companies in the same little small town and one has well-established business credit with 10 or 15 trade lines and $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 credit lines and the other has none of that, then which one is more valuable? Obviously, the one that has business credit is more valuable. So if you ever want to leave your business for your family, or you want to sell your business, or you want to go public, whatever it is, then having business credit's a must because it's what makes your business more valuable, and it gives you a huge competitive advantage. Because when you have business credit and another company doesn't, then you have the capital to buy the things you need to buy to grow your business at a faster pace. And we see this all the time. These companies that go out and get seed capital and have cash injections, well, they can grow at record paces because they have money. If you have business credit, you have a clear-cut competitive advantage. Another important thing to know is that anybody can see your business credit reports, your prospects, your clients, your competitors. And again, this is interesting things that we do on Periscope and Facebook Live, because I'll ask for volunteers and I'll get a business name and a business city and pull a business credit report. I don't need somebody's permission to do it. Anybody can do it. I can pull a business credit report on any company that's out there, okay? And that's different than personal credit. I have to have your permission to pull your personal credit, but anybody can see your business credit. So if you're not controlling the quality of your business credit or helping customers do the same, well, then there's a problem, because anybody can access those credit reports with as little as your company name and as much as your company name in the city that you're in. They can pull your business credit report. And you get approved for money at the best terms. The bottom line is the amount that you pay, the terms you'll get on any kind of loan are based on the quality of your credit. In the business world, it's based on the quality of your business credit. If you want credit cards, if you want loans at the best terms, business credit's an absolute must. Access to loans and credit lines means you can fund your business using your profits to grow. And that's really what this is about, is that, you know, businesses grow, the more money you have to reinvest into the business to grow. And if you have access to business credit, you have access to loans, you have access to credit lines, that gives you more money to continue to plow more of your profits into your business and use them to actually grow. So let me give you some examples, big and small, of what business credit is. So here's a look, for example, of Experian, Facebook, where you can see here that they have 40 different trade lines with Experian. And again, I can pull this on a whim because it's easy to obtain. You can see Dell has 83. See, the reason I'm showing you this is because every one of the biggest publicly owned and privately owned companies has business credit. You can't really be a big successful company unless you have it. It's kind of like a rite of passage. So when you look at, for example, Microsoft has 131 trade lines. Apple has 138. Now think about that relative to your life. You maybe have 8 to 10 trade lines on your credit report, maybe 3 credit cards, maybe a mortgage, maybe a car or 2 car loans. That's 5. right? So very few people have fewer than 10 open accounts at any given time. These companies and businesses have hundreds of different accounts, as you can see here. Pilot, Flying J has 153. Publix, which is down here, Lakeland has 171. Every one of the largest publicly and privately owned companies has business credit. Walmart is an example, and then a perfect example of what business credit can do for your business. 80% of what Walmart sells is paid for by you before they buy it. So I'll explain how it goes. Let's say that you want to go and buy Bounty paper towels. Well, Walmart goes to Bounty. They use business credit to buy Bounty's paper towels. They put them on the shelf. You go buy those paper towels. You pay Walmart. They take your money and they use it to pay Bounty the actual credit that they borrow. So 80% of how they transact is this way. And you might say, well, hey, I'm not Walmart. I know, because you're not doing that, right? That's how they've become the #1 retailer in the world. Because what they've done is they found a way to, with a great inventory management system, to use their business credit to buy what they put on the shelves, then get your money to pay off the credit they borrow. And this is why they have 513 trade lines. That's more than, what did we just see? Dell, Apple, and Microsoft combined. This is why they're the biggest retailer in the world, because they found a smart way to use OPM. OPM is other people's money. So if you think, well, look, you're going to bootstrap your business, or you don't want to help people get money because they should all bootstrap their businesses. Well, that's the problem, is every one of the largest companies out there has used business credit to get as big as they are. It's just the rite of passage to success. If success in business is being very wise to use other people's money to grow. The better you are at that, the bigger you become, and Walmart is a prime example. But let's look at the other side of this. Here's one of our clients that, for an example, that has 14 trade lines a year into the process. They started their tax business with a flat screen TV that they sold in an old beat up pickup truck. It gave them $1,200 they used to start their business. They knew they needed business credit. They found us online, came to us, and within the first year, and I think going on to 2 years in business, they've already surpassed $1.5 million in revenue. How did they get to $1 million in the course of a year plus? Well, they built business credit. They used their business credit to get their offices, to get their computers, to buy everything they needed to be able to put that business in operation. They started with $1,200 in business credit, and because of that, a year later, they've got 14 trades. They actually are able to obtain $65,000 loan within the year, and now they've used this to really propel their business. And here's an exact example of what they looked like a little over a year in business. They're a 78 out of 100 score, which is great credit. And you can see right here that Experian's recommending them for $64,500. This is how it works, and this is what you may not know, is that Experian will do exactly this. They will come in, Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax. You're going to build your business credit. They're going to start recommending you for credit. On the opposite side, I was on a podcast the other day, and I pulled her business credit, which surprised her. And we got off the show, and she said, well, pull my husband's. He's been in business 10 years. I want to see what his is like. So we pulled her husband. He had a 28 score, and he was being recommended for $1,000 in credit. And he'd been open in business for 10 years. Here's somebody that's being recommended for $65,000 worth of credit in business only 1 year. How did they do it? Well, you just saw. They had 14 trade lines. They built their business credit. You can see here they have $10,000 trade lines. The highest amount they've been extended is $66,000. You can see even more details here from their actual report, where they got started with $100 accounts, $400 net 30 accounts. So even getting started, they started with $500, $800. So this is what I'm going to show you. Business credit, you can get high limit accounts quickly. So imagine, without your personal credit even being a factor, starting building business credit with $800 accounts, $500 accounts, $700 accounts, $1,800 accounts. This is real evidence. This is a real client that went through exactly the same thing. As a matter of fact, they are also offering business credit and financing as a service, because this is the end result. They started with no credit. They came in and got $500, $800, $700 accounts. Then they started getting revolving. You see the jump. They started getting revolving credit cards for $4,700, for $2,400, for $18, for $19, for $23. They kept building their business credit, and then they were able to come in here and get a loan for $65,000. This is exactly in real life what business credit can actually do for you. Okay, here's another client. And this was somebody that we did this live on our Periscope feeds. As a matter of fact, you can go to creditsuite.com/scope, SCOPE, and you can see our past scopes. And on, I think, our second or third Periscope, I said, hey, who's a volunteer? Who will let me pull their business credit? We had a client on. He actually uses our system to build his business credit. He's a 92 out of 100 score. You can see here that he is being recommended for $22,200 in credit. You can see here he was incorporated March of 2015. So he's been in business a year and a half and is being recommended for $22,000 because he actually has established his business credit. You'll also see here he's a nonprofit and was able to do this as well. And you can see here his trade lines. Here's a better look. Exactly the same thing we see, what we just saw, right? $100 account, $100 net 30, $100 net 30, $400, and then jumps up to $4,000 and $10,000 credit cards. These are real examples of exactly why you want to build your business credit. Because come in, get some small accounts that report to the business credit reporting agencies, pay them as agreed. It gives you a good profile, it gives you a good score, and then you start making these jumps into $4,000, $10,000 shortly thereafter. So cash credit, let's talk a little bit about this. A lot of people ask about Visa cards and MasterCards and Amex and Discover. And I'm going to tell you, it kind of works this way. Can you get cash credit once you build your business credit? Yes, you can, kind of. Sometimes they'll want a personal guarantee. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll want to pull your personal credit. Sometimes they won't. A lot of cards like Amex, for example, they might want you to have longer time in business or higher revenues, which all show on your business credit reports. But the bottom line is when you have well-established business credit, as I just showed you in two real-life examples, what happens is you quickly get to a point where you can start getting high-limit cash credit accounts. Now, some, again, will want a PG, some won't. Some will pull your personal credit, some won't. But even those that pull your personal credit, when you have a well-established business credit profile score, your chances of getting approved for those are significantly better because your business credit is so solid. Which means even if you have personal credit issues, Amex might want to pull your personal credit because you haven't been open long enough. Yeah, there's a good possibility. But if you have good business credit, even if your personal credit's bad, you still stand an exceptional chance of getting approved, as we just saw in a couple real world examples. So here's a real cash credit account for $7,000. Here's one from Chase for $10,000. You can see right here. Here's another one for $8,000. That's an Inc. Chase card. These all report to the business credit reporting agencies, not the consumer. Here's one for $15,000 from Citi. Okay, here's one for $22,000, which is a Chase card. And here's an actual testimonial, but I'm going to skip past that because I don't have the video ready to play. But Eric's one of our clients here who got an 80 Paydex score. And in his video, which you can actually see online, if you go to creditsuite.com and click on credibility at the top, he actually shows you his 80 Paydex score. I didn't actually plug it in here. My apology for that. So why would you want to sell business credit? We talked about a lot of value of how business credit's awesome, the benefits, real examples of what it can do for you and even your customers, which brings us to that point. Why would you want to sell it as a service? Well, because business owners need money. There's over 9 million business owners out there that are actively looking for money at any given time, and that's a conservative number. There's over 500,000 new businesses started in the United States every single month. And unlike other things, business credit financing space, we're just at the tail end. We're trying to get back on the upswing of growth. We're not even close to where we were in 2007, 2008. So we're making the climb again. So we're not at the peak. We are in the very trough of going up of growth as an industry. And this is because so many new businesses need money. Again, 500,000 new businesses in the United States every year. Over 9 million business owners at any given time looking for money. Complete lack of competition. You can go to Google right now and search business credit. You'll probably get to the third or fourth page before you find any company out there that even offers business credit. So imagine being able to offer a product and service that has super high value, super high demand. People love it. They want it. They are all about it. And yet you have no competition. Being the only person in your city, being the only person in your community that even has access to it, the only one they can even come to talk to get it. That's how cool business credit is. Now imagine being a real estate agent and trying to compete against thousands of other real estate agents in your town where you have something as cool and sexy as business credit and have nobody in your town that handles that except for you. It's one of the beautiful things about business credit. Perfect for credit challenged customers. So even people that have bad credit can still get money through business credit. So you appeal to people that have good credit and so they don't have a personal guarantee, and you appeal to people that have bad credit as well, because it's one of the only ways people can get money with credit challenges. And it's easy to attract new clients and affiliates. Okay, well, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what just actually happened, but let me get back. There we are. And I know a lot of you may have questions, and just so you know, we will talk. I will make sure that your questions are answered as soon as I'm done. We have too many that will plow in here for me to answer them all as I go, but I will make sure that if you stay with me till the end, I will actually make sure that every single question in that chat absolutely is answered. Okay, so it's easy to attract new clients and affiliates because there's such a demand for businesses that need money. 500,000 new businesses start in the United States every year, and a good portion of those are looking for money to start and grow. So it's easy to attract new clients and affiliates. So for example, credit repair is an industry that a lot of our clients are in. They love business credit because bankers become affiliates, accountants become affiliates. People that normally wouldn't send them customers only because they are their credit repair services offer them and will send them business credit financing customers. So it's easy to get new clients and affiliates as a result, which makes it powerful. And it really increases the lifetime value of a customer. If you are offering another product or service now, then making another $2,000 to $4,000 on each customer you bring in really increases the lifetime value. And this is what I say to anybody that owns a business, whether it's business credit or financing or any other product or service, it doesn't matter. The best way you can ever make money in a business is to offer more of the product to customers you already have. Because when you already have a customer that is your customer, they know you, they like you, they trust you already. And you don't have to pay money to get another one. You just need to sell that customer as many things as you can. And I just talked to a buddy of mine when I was in Atlanta. He just got an SBA loan, and he said, look, man, I don't have a lot of clients. I only have like 50 or 60 new clients in a month, but I sell them everything I can. So because of that, my revenues are outrageously high. And that is a great philosophy. Sell as much as you can to the people that you have. That's how you increase the lifetime value. When you add an extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in revenue per customer because of business credit, well, then that's a powerful way to make more money. And no regulation headaches. So there's a lot of industries, and I use credit repair as an example, that have a lot of regulation. There's no regulations in business credit. You can offer it. You don't need licenses. You don't need to have all these different things, special contracts and cancellation notices. There's so many things that are restricted in so many industries. I come from the mortgage industry, which is one of the most over-regulated industries that exist. So if you are in an industry with financial services now on the consumer side, or any of those type of things, insurance, credit repair, you're used to a lot of regulation. None of that exists in the business credit financing world. You gain a competitive advantage because if you are offering other products now, by offering business credit financing, you really stand out. Okay, and that's one of the things why accountants and attorneys and lenders are so attracted to us. Because, for example, a lender can offer a loan, and they can also offer a loan and say, look, we're going to get you a loan and help you build your business credit to be more lendable in the future. That gives them an advantage over other lenders that aren't offering business credit. So it gives you a competitive advantage that makes it easier for you to bring in customers for your primary business if you have another primary business. And it's also easy to advertise and get response. I come from the consumer credit world. In the consumer credit world, I had to run 120 ads on Craigslist to get one response. And I would run 3 business credit ads to get 1 response. It's so highly sought after. When we advertise business credit, for example, on Facebook, we can pay anywhere between 2 to 12 cents for somebody to watch one of our videos because people are so interested in the content. So it makes it affordable to advertise and market, and easy to advertise and market a lot of different channels and get massive response. So we do this through a lot of free channels: Instagram, Periscope. We use Facebook Live. We use Google pay-per-click and Google retargeting. We do, so many different kinds of advertising and marketing. And we can do that because when you're offering a service like business credit, your profit margins are big. Your ability to make profits is very high. And at the exact same time, you get such great response that it's easy for you to be able to actually advertise and get a lot of results, make profits, which makes it easy to grow and scale. You don't need to service. I'm going to show you today how you can offer business credit financing without knowing anything about how to build business credit, because you've got a whole team behind you that have helped, like individually. We have individual coaches that have helped 10,000 people plus build business credit. So they are the foremost experts on building business credit. And again, the nice thing about that is you don't need to know everything that's involved to be able to coach and help people build their business credit, because all the servicing is handled for you. And as I mentioned, you're in the right place at the right time. The bottom line is that we are on the bottom curve of growth in our industry, in the business financial services. We are not to where the industry was at 2007. So we have a lot of catching up to do, and there's a lot and many decades of room of growth. Unlike where I came from in the mortgage business, where I got in on the tail end and then I was there for the crash, business credit financing, you have a long time where you can get in this industry and make money for years or decades to come, which is phenomenal. You've got something where there's not a lot of competition. People are very interested. The profit margins are very high. It's very a new concept that a lot of people don't know about, even though it's been around for well before consumer credit even existed. And you're on the bottom of a growth curve, which means you have a long time you could be in this industry and continue to prosper and grow. And clients will pay you graciously. Again, we've got an earnings disclaimer, creditsuite.com/earnings disclaimer. I always promote that for FTC reasons whenever I talk about revenue potential. So I can only tell you like this. We have clients that sell our business credit package for about $2,000 on the conservative side. And on the high end, they sell it for $4,500, $5,000. I saw a sale the other day for $6,000 for one of our partners. And your actual buy-in is less than $1,000, way less than $1,000. It could be anywhere as low as $500 to $700 per customer you're enrolling. So you do the math. You know, a hard cost of $500, you're selling it for $5,000, you're selling it for $2,000. You can kind of do the math from there to talk about profit potential. Customers will pay for something that provides a lot of value, and you have huge profit margins you can earn and put money in your pocket as a result of being able to provide something of so much value. So let's take a look. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. And again, I'm all messed up today because I had all these problems with YouTube. So let me try to figure out exactly how I can pull this up. And I'm going to show you exactly how you could build business credit and financing for your customers. I'm going to show you in real time exactly how you can basically do a lot of different things. How you can, first of all, build business credit for your customers. I'm also going to show you exactly how you can run your own business credit and financing business, and how you can do all of this in a turnkey fashion. So let's go here. I'm just trying to, again, stick with me here because this messed me up a little bit, not being able to start this webinar as I normally do. So what you're looking at here is the back office of our business finance suite. Now right here, this has to do with 100 growth hacks. This is actually the last webinar I did for clients. We do VIP webinars every Tuesday at 3 o'clock, which is why I can't stay past 3 o'clock today. Because today we have a mentalist actually coming on our webinar to teach our clients how you can do mentalism and use that to grow your business, which is pretty cool. We do them every week, our live coaching training, which is right here. And this talks about my own progress going through the business credit builder and the funding progress. Of course, I have my own account that's separate from this one. I use this one for demos where I progress much further than 28%. But in this example, we've got 28%. So let me show you exactly how this works. First of all, this is known as the Business Finance Suite. It's the only system in the world that exists that does two things. Helps people build business credit, one, and helps them get business loans for two. Let me show you how it works. First of all, a customer of yours will not have all these things. You as a partner will, they will not. They will have finance my business. They will have build my business credit. They'll even have access to a marketplace. So for example, if we go to build my business credit, we can look at the report dashboard. We can look at our business credit report so we can start building our business credit. So it's a 7-step system that we break down to build business credit. And it's all completely and 100% customized to the user. So for example, if it says, do you have a business name? Well, yes, I already do. Then I can type in my business name, hit save and continue, and jump right to step 1.2. But if I say, no, I don't have a business name, well, then we give them access to check the Secretary of State in their state, to view restricted industries. We have multiple training videos on what you need to know to set up your business. If you want a company to help you go through it, even though you don't need to with our training, you can click on resources and even get that as well. So it's completely customized to the user. Somebody that's an established business is going to go through step 1 very quickly because they already have a business name, and a business address, and a business phone number, et cetera, et cetera. But somebody that's brand new, just starting their business, can go through every stage of setting up their business, doing it right, the credible way that makes them lendable, by entering no, they don't. They come in, they get all the resources, all the training they actually need to build their business. So it's customized. It's a customized experience. People that are already established and have certain things will move through quicker. And even startup businesses can go through and get all the help they need with building their business credit as they navigate through the finance suite. Now, in step one, we talk about everything that makes you lendable. So what happens is when you apply for a business credit card or a business loan, these lenders and credit issuers have a secret set of standards that you must meet in order to get approved. If you meet the criteria, you get approved. If you don't, you get denied. It's that simple. But they will never tell you what that criteria is. A banker is not allowed to tell you, or literally they will lose their job. Okay, I know that because one of the biggest bankers at Wells Fargo actually works with us, and we got a lot of inside information. And I have a lot of people at our seminars that are actual bankers that will verify the same information. They're not allowed to tell you why you get denied or what you need to do to get approved. So we decode that in step one for you and your customers. Exactly what you need to know to get business credit, to get approved. Do you have a business address? Yes. Do you not? No. Well, this is what you need to know about getting a business address. We walk you through everything that you need to know. We help you actually go through the process of setting up the business entity, of getting your phone number set up. One of the hardest things about being credible online is that you have to have a 411 listing, your number listed with 411, in order to start getting business credit in almost all loans. The problem is you think that's easy, but you can't just go to 411.com and list your number. You can't do it. As a matter of fact, there's only one company out there that you have to pay, which is called List Yourself. It's the same company we use. We pay the fee for you to get listed indefinitely with 411. We pay it. If you were to pay it, it's $30 a month. You can go to List Yourself. You can look through their services. It's about $30 a month, or about $400 a year to list your number with 411, which is absolutely required to get with business credit or to start building business credit or get business loans. It's part of the finance suite where customers don't have to pay that. We also help them set up their business phone, their business fax number. Now, some things like a business phone, we're not going to pay their Ring Central bill every month, but it's $15 a month. It's not a big cost. We help them navigate through and not use a personal home phone or a mobile phone. All the things that will get you and your customers denied when you apply for credit financing, we address in step one. EIN, website, email address, business licenses. We even help you going through and getting your business bank account, your merchant account set up, as well as everything else you need to do to set up your business credibly. And again, every step is customized to you. If you have the business phone, we tell you what you need to know. Do you want to be listed with 411, yes or no? And if you don't have a business phone, we give you the training education through short videos. This is 1 minute and 30 seconds, right? So you see how cool this is? There's not a lot of text here, right? There's basically no wording. I'm on no, I don't have a business phone number. This is the only wording here, quick instruction and video. So it's all designed to help you go through the process very quickly. And what we like to say is that you could spend 2 to 5 years trying to figure out how to build business credit on your own, even with the free training we put out there, whereas our process gets that done in months. It takes years to months because of what you're seeing here. It's all condensed training that's completely customized to your experience. Now, when you come into step 2, then we're helping you actually get set up with the business credit reporting agencies, D&B, Equifax, and Experian. Now, what's nice about this is that, for example, Dun & Bradstreet, if you try to get with them and set up your DUNS number for free, which you can do, they'll try to upsell you on their credit builder program. Well, we're teaching you about that, what their program does, what it doesn't do, so you don't go pay unnecessary cost. I can't tell you how many people we talk to that actually pay Dun & Bradstreet anywhere between $800 to $2,000 to set up their DUNS number and get access to their credit builder. I know, I can tell you that last week I spent 45 minutes on the phone with Dun & Bradstreet walking through their pitch where they tried to sell me their $1,500 credit builder program. I walked through, I recorded the whole call, told them I was recording the call, so I could even use that on training for Periscope, Facebook Live, those type of things as well. So look, I know how it happens because I've been sold by them a multitude of times. So have our clients and partners, and many people don't have the knowledge, so they spend thousands of dollars for what they can get in the finance suite without paying a dime to actually do so in extra cost. So once they get the finance suite, then they have access to the 411 listing without paying $400 a year. They get access to help get their DUNS number set up, and they don't need the credit builder to activate their credit profile with D&B, which saves them $800 to $2,000. Because in this step, we actually help them see if they're established with Dun & Bradstreet just by one click. They can see if they're actually established with Dun & Bradstreet. They can do a quick check. They can get their DUNS number set up. Everything involved with getting their business credit report set up with Dun & Bradstreet, with Equifax, and with Experian, they get right here through the actual finance suite. Now in this step, I'm actually doing something that will take a few seconds to populate, partially because of my internet speed and partially because we're working on an upgraded integration with Experian. But look, it's well worth the wait, because this is the only place that exists that you can actually type in your business information and actually find out how many trade lines you have without actually paying for credit monitoring. So if you don't want to pay for credit monitoring, you don't have to with the finance suite, because you can quickly come in, select your business, and it tells you how many trade lines you have. Do you have a credit profile? Do you have a credit profile plus? So in real time, you can actually see the information that's there. Now, you can't access your business credit reports unless you get real credit monitoring, which we'll talk about in a minute, but you can see how many trade lines you have. And why that's important is that business credit building is based 100% on trade lines. You have to first get vendor accounts, then you get store accounts, then you get fleet and cash credit accounts. When do you know when to apply for the next round of accounts? It's based on how many trade lines you have, as I'll show you in a second. So you could do two things. You could pay for credit monitoring, which is about $600 a year if you wanted the same service, or through the finance suite, Experian Smart Business, just this data is included. So you can see how many trade lines you have in real time, know when it comes time to start applying for more credit. And again, it's all part of the finance suite. So think of it like this. You save $400 a year because you don't need 411. Okay, then on top of that, you also don't need to pay D&B their $1,500. So we're at $1,900 in savings. And don't forget, 411s per year you're saving. And then you get Experian Smart Business, which is $600 a year if you were to pay for exactly the same service outside of here. So that's $2,500 you're going to pay just for things that are included in the actual finance suite. Now, remember what I just mentioned earlier. Most of our partners sell the finance suite for about $2,500 to $3,500. So what's cool about that is your customer, if they didn't use the finance suite to build their business credit, they're going to pay $2,500 on their own with the same things that are included, and they're getting the technology, the coaching, everything else that's included. So we help them get set up with the reporting agencies, then we start helping build real business credit. So we've got a lot of sources here that are unique to us. You won't see these in any other business credit building system. Some of them we've helped get set up to actually report to the business credit reporting agencies. A lot of them other people don't even know exist. And not only do we have more sources than anywhere you're going to find to start building business credit, but we make it so easy to come in here and get approved. Some sources, as you can see, we have videos of the application process. We list everywhere their account reports, what you need to do to actually have it report, the description of what you need to actually, or what that company actually sells, exactly how to qualify for the account, and exactly the steps you need to take. Add item to cart, check out, open account, select to be invoiced. It can't be more simple. And if you went through this exact process, you would see it's mapped out. This is a big deal because you're not, I can tell you that Quill, as I do in a lot of my free training, I can tell you that Quill is a great source to start building business credit. But it doesn't matter, because if you don't know exactly what their underwriting guidelines are, then you're not going to know what it takes to get approved. So, and a lot of people say, well, man, you give so much information on business credit. I'm like, I do give a lot of free information about business credit. But it's because there's so much more information that you would also need to really go through the process. And I never have the time to put all of that information out there. That's the beauty of the finance suite, is that we're mapping out where every account reports, what it takes to get approved, exactly the process for approval on every single account. So this is really what makes it successful. And if you get stuck, if you say, well, look, I didn't understand something in Quill's process, well, then you can easily come in and get the support that you actually need to be successful. We've got a support thing that pops up right down here on the bottom of the screen that'll help you through that. And you can also call our coaching team. They'll be calling you. You get emails as you go through every step. So there's a lot of different ways that we're helping you through this process, not just letting you be on your own. So once you get these accounts, once you get your initial business credit building accounts, at least 3 of these accounts, then we help you get access to business credit reports. Okay, with Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian. We even teach you exactly how to read your business credit reports with Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. So we go through these 1 to 4 5-minute videos. Okay, I was talking to Dun & Bradstreet the other day and said you can see as many as 9 scores on your business credit reports. Do you know what those scores mean? Well, that's exactly what our training teaches you. How to read a business credit report, what shows on your business credit report, how things get reported on your business credit report. We even include business credit repair right here. So I have a lot of people that go, man, I got problems with my business credit report. I need fixed. Well, right here in step 4.7, we actually help you dispute with all 3 reporting agencies to even correct any errors. And again, if you get stuck along the way, you've got help right here. It either says chat or help, depending on if somebody's logged in. You can either leave a message or chat live with our team. They'll help you, as well as call us, as well as we'll call you, so you get the help you need as you go through this process. Once you've established those few accounts that are reported on your business credit reports, then we walk you into the next step. And you can see here, not recommended, not recommended. This is why you see that only 28% of mine initially was completed. I want to leave it incomplete so I can show you how the system works. It's telling me right away, I don't have enough trade lines yet to apply for these accounts. So it's kind of foolproof, right? Because it's not only do we tell you exactly what you need to get approved for each source, but our system won't even let you go in and apply because we're telling you you don't qualify yet. So as you continue to build your business credit, then what happens is more of these options open up. Once you get the 3 accounts that you actually need, now these other options start opening up. So we actually make it to a point where you know exactly what accounts to apply for in the right order. This is where people get messed up building business credit. They try to go and get a credit card at their bank or with Staples and leave their social off the application, but it ain't gonna work. You have to have so many trade lines established to get approved with Staples. The system recognizes how many you have, how many you need, and then actually only opens up the ones that are available. And again, you can learn more and apply for the ones that do. Once you actually have 6 accounts, then we start moving on through the other rounds of building business credit. You start accessing accounts like Office Depot and Best Buy and Staples. Actually, let me go back. Even with the 3 accounts established, 3 to 5, you're getting Amazon, you're getting Staples and AutoZone and Lowe's and Sherwin-Williams and ABC and Industrial and Macy's and Fleet credit cards and Exxon and Sunoco. All these are available with high limits, even with a few initial accounts established. And you continue to progress to get even more and more. Office Depot, Best Buy, Staples, Home Depot, Shell, Walmart, Amazon, Dell, Lowe's, Sears, BP. You can see all the credit that's available. So imagine being able to come in and get $5,000 to $10,000 limits with this credit, where you don't need a personal credit. You check at all. Doesn't matter what your credit quality, your personal credit is. You don't need cash flow. You don't need collateral, and all this is available. Well, where else can you find that? That's what makes the finance suite so unique. You can even come in here and get access to fleet credit cards as well. Right here, as you can see, here's Fleet MasterCard. So there's a lot of these type of accounts that you can get even once you have made it through round 3. Okay, and then we even come in and talk to you about non-reporting trades, thinking like a vendor or a lender. So for example, these are accounts here that do not report to the business credit reporting agencies, but they will approve you based strictly on your business credit quality. PayPal, Fundbox, they help you actually get funding for your customers. Lockwood & Associates, T-Mobile, Sprint, Wave. Okay, Apple, there's Apple, you can get an Apple credit card. So these are ones we continue to add more sources to, where we're telling you, hey, look, they won't help you build business credit because they don't report anywhere, business or consumer, but because you have established business credit, even from the beginning, you can get this kind of credit right away. But this is only part of it. For your customers, we then go to the Finance My Business section where we help them get business loans. Now, again, you saw mine was only 28% complete, so nothing's being recommended because I didn't fill in the information for these things to yet be recommended. But as I fill out my finance qualifier, then it's going to say, do you have cash flow? If you do, well, then this is going to become available. We map out all the financing you can qualify for, the exact terms to qualify, the exact interest rate range, make it easy again in one click to apply for business loans, whether it be venture capital and private equity, whether it be collateral-based product like equipment financing and 401k and security financing, commercial real estate, inventory financing, equipment leasing, equipment sale leaseback, all those type of things. Or maybe you have good credit or a good credit partner where you can come in and get up to $150,000 even as a startup in 0% unsecured cards that only report to the business credit reporting agencies. I personally have done this program as well. So I have good personal credit, not bragging, okay? I've had the worst of worst bad credit when I had my mortgage company collapse. I just rebuilt myself over the course of many, many years. Now I'm to a point where I can come in, use my personal credit, get a personal guarantee credit card that only reports to the business credit reporting agencies, which helps expedite business credit growth. And you can get up to 150 grand even as a startup, even if you're using a guarantor, not your own personal credit, which is pretty cool. So this is exactly what you have the ability to offer for your customers. They can build their business credit. They can get financing. They get 5 years of access to finance officers. They get 12 months of access to actual business credit advisors that help with all aspects of building business credit. And again, as you saw, with all the services we provide with Experian and help with getting set up with D&B, 411 listing, they're getting what they would spend $2,500 for anyways as part of the system, and basically get all that other stuff for free, depending on what you're really offering the finance suite for. But here's the other best part. When you are actually offering the business credit as a service, all these other options become available as well. We make it really simple to add and set up a new customer. You could either qualify somebody for financing to see if they can qualify for a business loan, or you can come in and add them as a business credit builder. You could purchase enrollments single or get up to 25% discount by buying a bundle of 5, 10, or 15. Okay, so ultimately your cost per finance suite you sell wholesale on your end is $500 to $700. You're going to retail it for somewhere between $2,500 and $5 grand. Okay, and all you have to do is enter their information. You have a client dashboard that actually lets you really track all the progress of your customers. You can see what financing stage they're in. You can see everything they've entered as they build business credit, what accounts they've got approved for, what accounts they've got denied for. All of our advisor notes, every time our advisors speak with the customer, you can actually see their advisor notes right here in the actual client dashboard. You can add sales reps. Sales reps have their own special step-by-step training where you can add them and they go through their own training to get self-trained through our system for you. You can come in and actually track your own business credit profile, the information you've entered in here as well. You can track financing commissions. With our direct funding program, you can earn as much as 3 to 4% on all funding that a client secures. So if a customer gets a $100,000 loan, you can make $3,000 to $4,000 on back-end commission on that customer that you already made $2,000 on your front-end sale, for example. Okay, there's a marketplace of all different kinds of products and services that we recommend. So you can come in here and use the same kind of companies that we use and recommend right here in our marketplace. But here's one of the coolest things about running your own business credit financing business. Well, first we have the live training webinars. So these are the ones we do every Tuesday at 3 o'clock Eastern. You can see right here, hundreds of hours of training here on everything that you possibly need, from how to get customers to how 0% credit lines really work, to everything in between, how to market on social media. All these types of things are available in our webinar training. You can even come in and get their most recent ones or training webinars on sales or marketing. So we do all the training. So remember, so one of the reasons so many people fail is they don't have a coaching network, a support network behind them. We do live coaching every week that you're able to come on to. We record it and it's all here. So all of this is just on how to sell, how to make your first 5 sales, the easiest way to get new customers, how to set up the sale, how to do an interview process. Okay, I just went over this exact same training with our sales team on Monday. Okay, a script to hire any salesperson and get them operating. So you can see that we're giving you everything you need to actually be successful. It just keeps going on and on and on. But beyond that, we also give you, which is probably one of my favorite aspects of the training, and it's one of the newest, you have your own training section. It's a 7-step training section to help you get started with offering business credit financing. We start by going through talking about why people can't get money, what we do to solve the problem. We dive in step 2 to teach you everything you need to know about business credit building benefits, time frames, what it costs to really set up a business. All the same thing with 2 to 10-minute videos. You can even go through the quiz and get certified and have a badge to put on your website saying that you're business credit certified. So you get everything you need to offer business credit financing as an actual service. Okay, you come through in step 3, what you need to know about financing, where we're giving you training on cash flow financing, collateral, what it takes to get approved, time frames, interest rates. We actually in step 4 talk about how to sell the finance. We talk about how to gather intelligence, how to do a proper interview. We talk about how you actually do a winning presentation. We do the art of closing the sale. We've even got additional video resources here, and check this out. Even if we come to how to do a winning presentation, there's even downloadable scripts. These are the same scripts that we use on our end. So everything you need to sell business credit financing, we've already proven. Okay, we've already got a business that does exactly the same thing. We do it, we pay the money, and then we turn around and teach you exactly how to do the same thing and accomplish the same kind of success. You can actually find out exactly what the advisor calls are like, exactly what the finance officers do, what you need to do to get set up initially, because you get a ton of resources, and we teach you everything you need to know about advertising and marketing. Okay, so you can get out there and start making money right away. I even have a downloadable guide here that summarizes our webinars. Like if you want a webinar on doing seminars, well, then you can go to this guide, and I've got a list of the webinars we've done on seminars. Or if you want a webinar on doing Facebook ads, well, then I give you a list of all the webinars we've done on Facebook ads. Now, that doesn't even include the resource library. And the resource library is what really gives you everything you need to be successful. Here we have everything. We've got marketing flyers. We've got ebooks and PowerPoints and seminars. We've got articles and press releases, everything you literally need to be successful. So let me give you an example. Let's go to marketing emails here. Let's see if I have the VIP. Let's see if I have that access. Looks like I do. So far, so good. Let's click. Okay, so this is what an example. These are the emails that you get right here. Here's an email. Okay, here's an email on what you should know about building business credit, but probably don't. Unsecured financing. Okay, here's an email here about how to get Facebook likes that you put in your email sequence so people will like your Facebook page. Okay, here's what you need to know about business failure. These are emails you'd put into an email auto drip sequence that your clients will actually receive. And we've done all the content. You know how long it would take you to produce all of this content? This is 12 months worth of content. So as I go down through here, we have enough here to go all the way through. We're at day 240 in this one document, for example. So we've got everything you literally need to be successful from, again, marketing flyers, and it's all professionally done and completely white label. So what happens here is you're able to come in and download, let's say example here, okay, the business finance suite. Let's click on this flyer. Here's the finance, here's the actual flyer. Well, I think it's going to populate here. It takes a lot because it's a pretty good size flyer because it is professionally done. So here's the actual flyer. It's completely customizable. You put your logo here, you put your contact information down here, completely customizable flyer. All of our flyers are completely professionally done. So we have graphics designers do these, okay, and you get access to them, and all you have to do is enter your information here, and you save it, you download it, and here you go. You've got professional flyers. So everything from PowerPoints to, again, flyers, articles, press releases, social media. Let's go here. Let's look at marketing videos and see what we've got here for marketing videos. So here's marketing videos, for example, that you can use to be able to market business credit financing. And here they are, talking money. I love this dude here. Look at, let's play. It's pretty cool. You can't hear him, but you see him talking. So there's all different kinds of marketing videos and webinars and press releases and articles and all the things you need to run your own business credit financing business you get here in your resource library. It's so overwhelming that's why in that training section, there's a training step that says how to implement so you don't get overwhelmed and implement. Try to think you have to implement all of this when you really don't have to implement all of this. So that being said, as you can see, it really is the ultimate solution. I mean, you're watching this webinar on a computer, phone, tablet, because you want money to grow and you want the easiest, most profitable way to help customers, right? Well, if you're like me, you might be looking for what I call the perfect solution. And this is what attracted me to exactly what I'm showing you today. You can get money while making money and building wealth. Pretty cool. You get money and credit for your business while also building wealth and getting and helping other people get credit as well and making money there. You're offering a service that's worth a lot of money. You just saw there. People are going to spend the same amount of money that you're going to charge trying to do this on their own without the technology, without the coaching, without the full arsenal of vendor accounts and all these different tiers of accounts and how to apply. None of that they would get and spend the same money getting what they get here. And demand product that's easy to market and sell. Again, you know, we're getting 5 to 12 cent views on our Facebook. And again, the beautiful part about what we do is not only do we figure this stuff out, but then we do webinars teaching you exactly how you can do the same thing. One of the webinars we just did a few weeks ago was our marketing manager on there explaining exactly how we do our ads on Facebook, showing the audiences, all those type of things. Huge revenue potential. We talked about this. You're paying $500 to $700 for every unit you sell, depending on if you buy one or in bulk from us. You're selling on average for $2,500 to $3,500 retail, which gives you $2,000 plus in profit. We've got clients that offer an extra layer of coaching and charge even more. You don't have any servicing. As you see, our business advisors do the work. Our finance officers do the work. All those things take place so you don't actually have to. Okay, you get business credit for your business that's not linked to your social through the business credit builder. You get access to funding through our finance your business section. You get access to our advisors and our finance team so they can help you get money, help you get business credit as well as your customers. You also get business credit financing. It's in high demand. And this is one of the benefits that you want to offer business credit financing. This is what people want. 500,000 new businesses every month are established in the United States, and they all are looking for money to grow, and you'll have a solution. People really want and need money for their business. Again, the biggest reasons that businesses fail is because they don't have access to the capital they need to grow. You're now able to provide that solution. And because people really want and need it, it's easier for you to advertise and get huge response. When you talk about business credit, when you talk about financing, whether it be on Craigslist, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it may be, you get huge response. You know, when we started our Periscope, we had about 250 followers before we ever did our first scope, because people look for us because they do find, you know, for example, that what we offer, they see me talking and they want to come in there and they want to learn more. This is the way that it is. Once you have goes viral in your community, in your network, because it's such huge response, because people are so wanting to have money for their business and credit. And therefore, it's also easy for you to sell the business finance suite, make huge commissions because it's in such high demand. Okay, you really get to help others build the business of their dreams, which is fun. Again, I went through a text message which I get a lot of these type of email and text messages where I hear people's actual success. Nothing's better than making money while also being able to help so many other people get the money they need to fuel their dreams. And you get to take part in one of the fastest growing industries that exist today. We talked about how we're on the trough, on our way up a very long time before we get to the peak, where you still have a lot of room and time in this industry, where you're in the right place at the right time to make a lot of money. And you can get paid money when clients get funding, even establish recurring income as well. Because again, in a lot of cases, they're coming in and getting financing, and then they'll often come in and get more financing in 3 months, 4 months. Every time they get financing, if you're in our direct funding program, you can get paid. As well as having regular installments that they're paying where you can earn money there as well. And all of the servicing is done for you by our advisors, by our finance team, so you don't have to. You get all that training we talked about, how we do live training, how we do all those recorded webinars, as well as you get email training from me, and well as many, many other things. That's pretty cool. I mean, today, for an example, here in about 30 minutes, I'm getting on our coaching webinar with Jonathan Pritchard. Jonathan's on America's Got Talent as a mentor. The guy travels around. He's all over TV and radio, and he's on our webinar teaching our clients what they can know about mentalism and helping them be successful with business credit financing. Okay, that's something that's not a publicly broadcasted webinar. That's something that we do in our weekly training. And those are the type of trainings that you have access to as a partner that help you become successful. And again, you get every successful resource you need to be successful, as we just talked about. So again, you know, it's perfect for you if you're looking for money and credit to grow your business. If you're a visionary and you want to build and grow a successful business or expand the business you have, if you're looking to make a lot of money without having to make a lot of sales, definitely a great fit for you. It's also a great fit if you enjoy speaking and helping other people, and especially if you're an entrepreneur who's looking for a make sense product to sell, something that has a lot of value that could give you really, really good return. And again, a testimonial, I can't play audio, but I can tell you Donna's a good friend of mine. I've known her for many years. She owns a credit repair business. And in this video, you can go to creditsuite.com/credibility, and you'll see, or just creditsuite.com, click at the top credibility. You'll see Donna's testimonial if you click on testimonials. And she's talking about how she makes about $2,000 on her first sale, and that's more than she's made on any sale before. So look, there's a lot of things that come with this program. You don't need to and probably aren't going to use all these. But again, I'm going to go through it pretty quick because I already showed you a lot of it. You're getting your own finance suite when you enroll. It's the same system you're going to sell for $2,500 to $3,500. You're getting access to step one, where we go through all the lender credibility. You're getting access to your own certified business advisor for 12 months. Why 12 months? You don't need them after 12 months. If you do, we'll continue to work with you. But after 12 months, your business credit's so well established, you don't need our advisors anymore. But you're still going to need money, which is why you get 5 years with our finance officers of concierge service with a hold your hand and help you through every step of the way. Your own unique 24/7 login to what I just showed you, your back office and your finance suite. You get our 7-step success training, which you just saw, 7 steps where we map out exactly through short videos what you need to do to be successful. Initial emails to send to prospects to get people that are in your database now interested. Sales scripts, which I kind of walked through and showed you some of our sales scripts, the exact same sales script that we've tested and proven to be successful. You're getting access to our funding program cheat sheet, so you'll know all the funding that's out there and what people can qualify for, the rates and terms that they'll actually pay. You're getting video, email, and phone training. We do live webinar training. You're getting video training, email training, phone training, all of these types of things as well. And marketing tools, including email and social media content, marketing flyers. All those things are done for you. They're all white label. This is a white label system. You put your logo at top, not ours. All the brand materials are designed to be branded with your logo, not ours. Okay. On top of that, you're getting customer contracts and agreements. You don't need contracts, but we went ahead and have our attorney draft contracts and affiliate agreements for you if you'd like to use those, attract new affiliates, have them sign up. You're getting a landing page website that you can drive people to get them to opt in. You're getting marketing videos and ebooks to help you stand out. They're the same ebooks we've tested and proven. The same ones we advertise on Facebook to get people to opt into our sequence are the same ones that you're getting to be able to promote as well, all professionally done. Automated webinars to create your own webinars that automatically make sales when you're not doing them. And no, this is not an automated webinar, but we will turn this webinar into an automated webinar. So maybe it is an automated webinar if you're watching it any other time than October 2016. You might be watching the automated version. PowerPoints, done for you presentations, ready to actually deploy. Okay, you're getting articles and press releases. Get the word out there about your company. Okay, and we even teach you how to use companies like Fiverr to put articles and press releases out there on the internet. So how does this work? Well, first you get started with a licensed partner, which I'm going to show you today how to do. Okay, you can sell the suite for whatever price you want. You determine the sales price. On average, our partners sell for $2,500, $3,500. Okay, your wholesale costs we talked about is $500 to $700, so that leaves you with about $2,000 profit per sale. Once you do start selling, then you're going to have a $99 subscription. All of our partners pay $99 to get access to all the cool stuff and all of the cool things that help you set up and manage customers, but that absolutely does not start until you make your first sale. So you could get the finance suite, go through the marketing, go through the training. You could come in, you could build your own business credit, get financing, make your first sale, and then your first sale could pay for basically 2 years worth of your $99 subscription. That doesn't actually start till after you start making sales. Okay, so how does this work? Well, the credit suite enrollment, if you go to our website right now, you'll see that our ultimate package is about $4,500. But we found that the best clients that we have are the ones that take action quickly, the ones that take action immediately off what we're actually offering. So today, as part of this webinar, what we're going to do is this. Okay, if you get started with us today, as part of this webinar, we're going to give you our VIP enrollment package. Now, this is our absolute most popular package that we offer. If you went to our website, you'd see that it's our most popular package. And you can get started for only 7 payments of $497. So 7 payments of $500. If you say, well, wait, that's too rich for my blood, we'll work with you on that. We're so easy to deal with. If you call and say, I can't do 500, I can do this many payments, our team will work with you to make sure this is affordable. I promise you they will. You even save money. You can get 1 payment of $2,500. Now, to give you an example, the VIP package, if you go to our website, costs $1,000 more than this. So it's $3,500 for our VIP package, but only because you're on this webinar, you're getting a 30% discount, and you're getting it for $2,500. And again, 7 payments of $497. And if this isn't affordable, then we will work with you on that as well. So you're saving 30% just because you stuck with me on this webinar, especially through the tech glitches in the beginning. And it's only valid this week. So through Friday midnight, done. You call in Saturday, you call in Sunday or Monday, but hey man, I was on Ty's webinar last week. I want that special. They're going to say, sure, you got it. VIP for $34.95. You'll say, no, it was $24.95. I'll be like, yeah, it was for last week. So again, if you know anything about us, you know we're pretty big sticklers on this. We offer incentives and discounts only for small periods of time. And that's because we want to make sure we keep the value of the program up where it is. So that's valid through this week, through Friday. But wait, there's a couple things that you need to know. You get everything with your first payment, so it shifts the risk to us. So even if you come in and make an installment payment of $500, then what happens is we give it all to you. You get your own finance suite, your back office, the advisors are calling you, our support team is calling you. Everybody is behind you to help you be successful selling business credit and getting it, even when you make the first payment. So it shifts the risk to us. We're giving everything to you, letting you finance it over 7 months and giving you full access to everything. Okay, because we know that you're going to love it. We know you're going to stick with us through the 7 months, which is why we're willing to do that. Okay, so it's easy. All you have to do is go to creditsuite.com/special to actually get that special pricing, and that's going to be up Friday through midnight. And once you complete your order, you're going to immediately get login credentials. You complete the order, you check your email, there's an email that says set up your password, let's get started. And you get access to everything I just showed you immediately as you complete. But wait, there's a little bit more I want to still go into. Okay, here's some powerful and profitable bonuses that you're getting as well. You're getting a done-for-you seminar kit that will be in your back office that gives you everything you need to start actually host online webinars and seminars. You're getting a full-blown website where it's a 6-page website about us, contact us, business credit financing, everything you actually need to be successful. You're getting an archived business credit training vault, 100 hours of training as you see there. You're going to get access to all of that as well. And we're going to give you a money back guarantee. If you don't think that once you get it, it's worth every penny of what you paid, or that you'll be able to make many times what you spent, you can cancel within 30 days. We'll give you 100% of your money back. Look, this is mutual. Okay, we're going to help you be successful offering business credit financing. If in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you go, I don't want to be here, we don't want you here. We only want to work with partners that are serious about making money and helping people. And if you're one of those, great, we'd love to work with you. But if you decide a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the road, you're not that person, well, then that's okay too. Then you know, you go ironclad, no questions asked, money back guarantee, and then no harm, no foul. So now you really have no risk. We're giving you everything, even if you make only one in your first installment. You're getting a big discount, of course, if you actually pay one pay versus monthly. And on top of that, we'll also give you a money back guarantee to take it for a test drive for 30 days. And if you don't like it, then you tell us and we give you your money back. It's as simple as that. We're that sure you're going to love what we actually have. We're also going to give you a couple other bonuses. A ready to publish book on business credit. You become a published author. I told you in the very beginning that I have one of the best-selling books on Amazon. I think it's the best-selling book on Amazon for business credit called Business Credit Decoded. You're getting my book with rights to publish it. So not only are you going to be in the business credit space, you can take my book, add your own bio, add your own cover, and you can be a published author by next week because I'm including that book with rights to publish as part of the webinar special. And you'll also get a 30-minute private one-on-one coaching session with me, but only the first 3 people that enroll. So I can tell you that will happen within the hour. So if you're like thinking about doing this tomorrow, it's cool. You're still going to get all the other bonuses. Just don't demand that time with me. I have limited time. I go from one meeting and webinar to another. But the first 3 that enroll are working with me. And listen, we're not going to be talking about building your business credit. I have a great team of people that will help you with that. I'm going to be here to help you strategize on your business, how you build your business, what things have you run into that are barriers, where do you want to go, the best path there. I'll help you map out in that 30 minutes an exact success plan, whether it be for your primary business or your business credit financing business, how to start making a lot of money and be successful right away. For the first 3 people that enroll are getting that as well. And you're also getting your own brand new business finance suite back office. The finance suite I showed you just rolled out this summer, a few months ago. So you're getting access to the full brand new finance version and the back office, which we even have sections of the back office that just actually came out a month ago or so. So you're getting access to all of that. So again, done for you seminars, PowerPoints, press releases, landing page website, marketing videos, ebooks, email, social media content, sales scripts, contracts, testimonials. I mean, your entire business in a box here with all the training you need, the back office, the live support, the webinar support. And as part of the special, you're getting the suite, the new back office, you're getting your own website, you're getting the done for you seminar kit, you're getting your own book on business credit that's ready to publish, you're getting a 100-hour training vault, and the first 3 to enroll are getting a private coaching session with me as well as part of the special. And don't forget that, again, if you don't think it's worth every penny we paid, or you don't think you'll make many times what you pay, because one finance suite sale, one sale, the question is here, do you think you have one person that will pay you money for what I just showed you? If the answer is yes, then think of it like this. They just paid for your enrollment, everything I showed you, your own business credit builder, your own finance team for 5 years, your own back office, everything that I showed you, you actually pay for with one sale. So you pay for them, you could even sell it for $3,500, make a profit, set them up, and what they pay you pays for all of this. So if you have even one person that you think may be interested in what we just talked about, then again, you can have a pretty good time of making many times what you made. But if not, then we give you a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. So look, if you want to talk more, then let's talk. 877-600-2487. Eric, Lane, Bob on my team, these guys will help you with any questions you have. After a webinar like this, you might hit a voicemail. We get a ton of calls. Leave a voicemail. They'll call you right back. These guys are exceptional. I've worked with them a long, long, long time. Lane knows probably more about business credit than anybody you'll ever meet. Bob has been with me since my consumer credit business. Him and I have worked together for many, many years. Eric, right here beside me, sits a couple desks down from where I do here in the office. So these guys are exceptional. We'll help answer every question you have. 877-600-2487, info@creditsuite.com. And you can go to creditsuite.com/partner if you want to opt in. I think there's some cool resources there. And if you want to take advantage of the special, creditsuite.com/special. So here's the deal. The webinar got started late because of technical glitches. I have my next webinar in 15 minutes, and I know I've got to figure out how to get the guest onto the actual webinar because it's broken. It doesn't work. So I probably have 5 minutes, no more than 10, before I have to jump off. During that time, I'm going to answer every question I can get to here in the chat. So let's go. Hello, everybody that's here. Darren, what's up? James, Jerry, Estelle, Tamika, what's up? Estelle, Jen, Felicia, hello, everybody. Jen, that system buffered. Okay, what happens? Everyone, still buffering. Hopefully, that was probably when you guys were here when I was trying to get in. Okay, so good. No sound is fine. Great. A lot of these things. The revolving account he's speaking of showed as a charge-off. Tamika, that I think that was on one of the accounts that they actually had. They did get approved for, and it ended up going into a charge-off status. And even then, even with the charge-off, with the other accounts they built on the business credit, if you notice, she was still at I think that's the one with a 92. So she still had a 92 out of 100 score because your scores are based on payment history. So she got a credit card with about 10 grand, unfortunately defaulted, which good thing that she didn't personally guarantee that, right? They can't come after her personal assets. And even then, because of building her business credit, she was still able to get a 92 out of 100, still being recommended for over 22,000 in credit. That's what's cool about business credit. That's the power of that. I do commercial loans, and believe me, there are so many people wanting loans without collateral, cash flow, or good credit. Felicia, you understand why I'm passionate about business credit. And you also know, if you do commercial loans, that you can't get a loan without cash flow, credit, and collateral. That's the one combination where you can't offer a commercial loan, but you can with business credit, which makes it an awesome solution. I guess they messed up on that account. No, and you're actually saying they messed up. No, actually they didn't. Like I said, that person had a legitimate charge-off. She got an account. She had a charge-off. They can't come after her personally, and she still had a 92 out of 100 score. So I liked that example because it really shows a real examples of some of the stuff that we talked about here today. They require that you pay for items in full for the first 3 months if you do not have business credit. That's not necessarily true. There's a lot of vendors in there, Tamika, that don't require you to pay 2 or 3 times. Sometimes, like a Uline or Quill of the world might want you to make 2 or 3 orders of $50 or more before they'll approve you for credit. We have a lot of clients that get approved right away on their first order with Uline and Quill. We have some others that have to place an order and then another order to get approved with Uline and Quill. And there's others that have to place 3 orders with Uline or Quill to initially get approved. So it can happen anyway. But that's why we offer so many vendors, because a lot of vendors that are available, like Monopolize Your Marketplace, Lockwood & Associates, they don't require that you place 2 or 3 orders. They'll give you business credit even based on your first order. But great point. Some of them, like Uline and Quill, sometimes will. That's the benefit of the finance suite, as the coaches walk you through that, and that's actually outlined in the back office as well. Do you have a payment plan set up for people who want to purchase the finance suite who don't have the asking? Absolutely, we do. You just have to let us know. 877-600-2487, info@creditsuite.com. Look, here's the way that we look at this. We found and tested over years that 500 bucks works well because the people that are committed to us for that typically are going to pay through. They're going to pay all their payments. And for some reason, when we start getting into a lot lower payments, we start dealing with a lot of scenarios where people don't pay through as much. That's why we offer $500 payments, because it's our sweet spot where, when the product's worth it, it makes a lot of sense, and those people will pay their payments. And we're giving you access to everything, so we're taking on all the risk if you don't. But we understand that you might not have 500 bucks a month. You might not have $2,500 for one payment. If you do, you should take advantage of the one payment, right? You're getting like a huge discount versus paying 7 payments of 500 bucks. You're getting almost $1,000 discount if you pay one pay versus monthly payments. But if you can't afford the monthly, then just let us know. And our team will work with you. Lane, Bob, and Eric will take your call, and they'll help you through and work with you. 877-600-2487. Again, if you hit voicemail, it's because after this webinar, we always get a bunch of calls. You leave them a voicemail, they'll call you right back. They're on till late this evening. So just let us know and reach out to us, and we'll see what we can do to actually help you there. So after this week, we pay $4,000. Well, it depends. Felicia, our normal prices are right on creditsuite.com. At the top of the page, you can go to pricing, and you can see exactly what it is. We have a one-pay option of $2,500, which it doesn't include our partner program, the back office, all that stuff. We have our VIP of $3,500, which is the bottom layer that you have to pay to get in to actually become a partner. And then we've got programs of $4,500, which if you're doing the payments are even considerably more than the $4,500. So our prices range depending on what you're getting. But with this webinar special, you're getting our $3,500 VIP program for a one pay of $2,500, or you save $1,000 in payments as well if you go with that. After this week, then no harm, no foul, right? It's still worth every penny of the $3,500 we normally charge, which is why we have a lot of people enroll every month and pay that. But because you stuck with me here over an hour as part of the webinar, then only because you're here as part of this webinar, we're offering and extending that special for you where you can save 30%. And if you don't, again, you're still getting the full value. We've never once ever, out of like a lot of different clients we've enrolled over the last 5 years, ever had anybody come in and say, look, it's not worth what I paid. That's never happened, because as you just saw there, you're getting an entire business in a box. You've probably never seen so many resources given when you enroll with something as what we get. The website alone cost us $2,000 to build. That's the website that you get, let alone all the other resources. So it's worth every penny, even if you come in on our normal pricing. But because you stuck with me here through this webinar, I want to give you a discount, and that's where you're able to save 30% and get it down to $24.95, which saves you about $1,000. So hopefully that answers your question. Can't this program, Can't this program is excellent. Well, I really appreciate that. And again, especially if you're in commercial lending, which it seems like you are, it's a great fit. We're talking right now to one of the biggest schools that actually deals with helping people train in the loan brokering space. We were actually just out at the NACLB conference in Las Vegas. Maybe you saw us if you were out there just a couple weeks ago. So we have a heavy presence when it comes to lenders and when it comes to brokers, because as you know, this is a way you can offer them a solution and make money even when they can't qualify for a loan, which you and I both know is most of the time. And even when they do qualify for a loan, you just got them money. And so then it makes sense for them to buy, because then they can get even more money in the future at better terms because they build their business credit. So it's very popular with loan brokers and with lenders for that reason, because it gets a catch-all. You can offer to people that can't get the loan, and the people that can't get the loan have the money and will willingly pay because it helps them get better financing terms in the future as well. That's expensive, Felicia. Yeah, look, we don't actually try to be the cheapest out there. We don't say we are. And again, as I said, it's pretty simple. You're never, ever, 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 ever going to find something else out there where you're getting so many different resources as part of the program. And you got to think like this. You're going to sell your first finance suite for $2,500. You're able to enroll today with us for $2,500. The same price that you're going to be out there selling the finance suite alone for. So that basically makes our entire partner program free for you. All the resources, the marketing flyers, the emails, the everything you need. So what it comes down to is this. Do you think you can sell even one customer? If the answer is no, well then probably not a good fit for you. If the answer is yes, well, then it's definitely a good fit for you, because that one sale will help make you a profit and pay for your enrollment, which pays for your business credit building, your financing, and the entire partner program. So it's a pretty cool thing. Again, the website alone that you get costs $2,000. You're able to get enrolled for $2,500 to get an entire business in a box. So there's just nowhere out there you're going to see that you get that many resources for the investment that you have. But I'm getting ready to wrap up here, because I've got to get to my other webinar. I want to answer any other program questions that you have. This program is great. It seems awesome. Thanks, Tamika. I appreciate it. Look forward to working with you. It is, but I will work to do it. It's turnkey, a lot of marketing material, landing page. I have built all my businesses from scratch, and it's difficult to keep it all running, paying for so many separate things. Yeah, you're right. It is. And that's the problem, is content's, it's tough. It's tough to write. It's expensive. And we're giving all those things to you. How much do you spend trying to figure out how Facebook ads work, or how Instagram works, or how to make money off LinkedIn? Well, we're giving you all that training as part of our program. We're teaching you all those things. So it really helps you be successful, because we're doing all the legwork, figuring out what works and what doesn't, teaching you every step of the way, so you can eliminate those learning curves and only get out there and do things that make you successful. So that's great. So that being said, I want to do this, but I have to make sure it's profitable for me. Tamika, I don't blame you. So what it comes down to is this. It comes down to, can you make one sale? And a good way to know before Friday is to just put it out there on Facebook and say, look, is anybody out there interested in getting business credit for their business that's not linked to their social security number? If I can help you get money for your business, regardless of your cash flow, regardless of your credit, regardless of your collateral, would you be interested? Do a text, post out there in Facebook, on Twitter, wherever you are on social, and just ask people in your network if they would be interested in a turnkey system where they can get money and business credit, where they can get credit for their business with high limit accounts, regardless of personal credit, cash flow, and collateral. If nobody responds and it's crickets, ghost town, it might not be right. You don't have the people in your network that are there that are good candidates. But if you get a lot of response and people say, yeah, I'm definitely interested, I want to know more, well, then you just got your first sales pre-lined up for you. So it's a good thing to test, see if it's out there. If you think you can make a sale, it's for you. If you don't even think you can make one sale, it might not be for you, unless you're getting it to get business credit financing for your business. Then it probably is, because you're going to spend the same amount of money as trying to go out there and build your own business credit as you're getting with everything here today. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. There's the only questions I have. Thank you very much, everybody, for taking the time to attend today. I really enjoyed having you on. Make sure you reach out to us with any questions, 877-600-2487. Take advantage of creditsuite.com/special. And don't forget, the first 3 that enroll, I'll be spending time to map out your strategy for success, as well as anybody that enrolls this week before Friday gets all those special bonuses. Very special thank you to everybody for taking the time to attend today. When you get funding, Paul asked, how much do you